Hello guys, so today in this lecture we will understand why hash collision doesn't have any impact in our distributed system, right? So in the last lecture we have studied about hash collisions. So what do we mean by hash collisions? So we have already made a video out of it, but still I am just giving an overview that whenever we are using any particular hashing algorithm, it doesn't guarantee you 100% that it will generate always unique hash. So that means there might be a case that user 1, the hash of user 1 is 100, there might 1000, there might be a case the hash of user 2 also can be 1000, right. So that means there is a collisions in hash, right. So we will understand whether we will have any impact in our distributed systems because of these hash collisions or not. The big answer is no, there is no impact of hash collisions, right. So many interviewers ask these questions, right. So what will happen when there will be a hash collisions, what is the impact in your distributed system? So there is no impact in the distributed system. Why? Because we are not storing the hash data, right? We are not storing the hash data. We are only using this data to determine which shard, which partition or which server, which Redis slot, which Cassandra vnode, which DB node or which load balancer target group we want to distribute the traffic to, right? So that's what we see, right? Suppose there is a load balancer, it is serving server to each server, right, request to each server. So with this hash value, it was only determining which server it wants to send the request to, right. So suppose if the user 1 value of hash is such a way that the request is going to S2 and the user 2 is also going to S1, then what is the problem? There is no problem, because these two users have the unique ID, right, and that unique ID is going to store in S1, right. It's not like the hash value 100 for both, right, is going to be stored and it will there is a data loss or there is a data duplicacy, not like that, right. We are storing our original user request data in S1, right, not the hashed one. So there is no impact in our distributed system because of hash collision, right, because with the hash value we don't save the hash value anywhere, right. This is just to determine that which node we want to send the request to, right. So we have written hash is never used as an actual key, right. Hash is never used as an actual key. It is only used to choose which node should store the data, right. So this hash value will never get stored. This is the user ID. This is the one which is going to be stored, right. And each user ID will be a unique one. So there will be no duplicacy in the database or no duplicacy in the cache. Nothing. No, there is no impact in distributed system because of hash collisions, right. So this is how the design is made to. So many interviewers ask these questions. So you can now answer it. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye bye.